Thank you guys for joining me, for looking at my studio. I really appreciate you guys taking the time.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. Thank you guys again for joining me for another episode of What's in Your Studio, baby, baby. And man, what's going on with your photos, baby? Man, this is what it's all about, man. This is actually a video about what's in my studio. As you guys can see, I am inside my garage. I wanted to let you guys know it's no longer a garage, but it is known as the studio. Okay, and I had a nickname for Studio 5. So if you hear me say that, that's what that is. But I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of it so you guys can see why I chose to do what I did, so I can maximize on the space that I had on each part of the studio. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, I'm in the four corner of the studio, which is known as a 2-car garage. I maximize on all the space that I possibly can, and also to leverage every inch of the space that I possibly can, with it maintaining some cleanliness, some orderly, detailed stuff that I needed. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Inside of these shelves here, everything besides that last shelf is dealing with my photography. I don't want it to be looked at like when the client comes in. They don't need to see everything, but we have it here. Some of the things that I use all the time, all the diffusers I put up there, backdrops and things like that I put up there. And over here's the charging station. The charging station has everything I possibly need. Behind this large gray curtain is just my household supplies, some things that we just need for the house. So I put a curtain all the way from the ceiling all the way to the floor, so I can cover up that. Plus all the housing of the gas meter, water things, water turn off, and everything is behind this curtain. And you can tell it's not a lot of real estate that I took up. And I used a little bit for storage because I have my ladders back there as well. All right, the shooting areas. And you may say this looks very busy, but when you're shooting, you're only really shooting in one area. I'm not going to try to shoot in 5 different areas. I have 2 or 3 things set up, but I'm ready for it quickly. The first thing I want to point out is everything is on wheels. Okay, everything is on wheels. All right, all my lights, everything I'm transferring around is on wheels. This is a stationary lighting for my headshot, so I don't put that on wheels because that's a tripod. That tripod thing is horrible. 4 wheels, I'm gonna just say. That one is horrible for wheels. Like, you have to buy an extension like that for those, and I'm just don't need the real estate. Need to eat up the real estate for it. But everything is on wheels. Everything. My secondary board, my table that I know that I move around if I want to have everything in there. So, but having a shooting area, maximizing on your space is one thing I wanted to do. Is I wanted to paint the space out so I don't have to worry about paper, especially white paper and or gray. This is my gray area. There's a gray backdrop that's over there, and it's white over here. And if I need black, I have a black curtain that's over there. If I need a gray curtain, it's right there. I have everything that I possibly could use right around me. I have all my paper over there in the far corner, and all my diffusers that's over here. These are my bigger diffusers. I use every square inch of space that I possibly could. So I went to Home Depot and got these panels here. So, and it's easy for me to put some lightweight on here as I raise up the door. It does not get in the way of anything, and it looks pleasant and appealing. It's not in the way. Of course, my bike is for me, so when I want to go out to ride, this is his home. All right, so, but other than that, man, this is really how can you engage in all this stuff. It's not about all what you have in here, but with me, I keep 3 lights. I keep this big old boy up right here because I know I need as much light as I need to fill in. My beauty dish is right there because I'm always doing beauty. I'm a beauty photographer. And also too, I have a parabolic strobe here that I can use too. Now, do I have many other diffusers? Yes, big umbrellas, silver inlay, white inlay diffusers. Yes, I have what I need in order for me to change up things. And I invested in these these Q6s and Q4s because of the height. I can get these all the way up to the ceiling, and I get more height instead of having a tube lights as well. So what about things that you need? it should have in your studio, want to have in your studio, is a variety of chairs selections. But you don't want to overdo it. A black stool, brown, and white. That's really all you should be wanting to have in here. And then also too, your Apple boxes, I have those, but they're stored away. I have fabric that's stored away, but you don't see it. You don't see stuff that's all around here. I know you see that black curtain is tied up on here. I have 2 mirrors in here. I have a skinny mirror that's over here, and the other mirror you guys saw in the video, other parts of the video, that's just hung up right here. So it's easily, the model can see themselves real easy. Well, where do they change, Antoine? Well, right on this other side of this wall is a huge bathroom they go into. They can change, put on the makeup, all that good jazz. That's really what's that set up for. So I'm trying to undo this here so you guys can see this curtain stretches all the way across. I'll put this in. So whenever I needed a black curtain, I have something, if I need to black out some of this white, I have a black curtain over here and it stretches all the way across. So I can make it a little bit darker if I needed to over here. So that way I have a lot of light bouncing through if I want something darker feel. That's over there. So you can see that too. So that's what I chose to do to make it work for me. And I'm trying to figure, if you was to figure out what you need to do for you, then you can figure it out. Of course, to protect a little bit of the white paint over there, because I have to paint this quite often. I use my rugs, do some throw rugs, but once I shoot, the rugs get folded up and put away. All right, but other than that, man, this has been a tour. This is what's in your studio. Man, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and let's get to some serious work. All right, talk to you soon. Hey, thank you guys for joining me for looking at my studio. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to check everything out. Well, we got a lot of work to do, and we want to do it as best as we possibly can. So what do you want to accomplish inside of that? The biggest thing that I want to accomplish inside of here is I need to have a video place that I can do my videos, okay? And I can do my filming and my videos at the same time. And that's why it's very important for me to have this set up the way I do. I don't have to go into anybody else's studio to do what I love to do, and I can do everything in here. I got 10-foot ceilings inside of here, so it does not bother me whatsoever to shoot inside of here because I have everything I possibly need. And when the summertime comes, open up that door there and all that beautiful sunlight that comes in here, I really love and able to engage with, and it is just amazing. So thank you guys again for joining me. This is Antoine Washington. This is Antoine Photo Tips. Man, you guys keep shining and grinding. I'm out.